Synchronians, please. Chancellor Miller, the university community is assembled for commencement.
Good morning and welcome to the University of Wisconsin Green Bay Spring 2018 Commencement. Please join me in thanking the student ambassadors for bearing the international and tribal flags. These flags will be posted in the foyer, joining a display of more than 100 flags, illustrating the global reach of the University of Wisconsin Green Bay. We are proud today to welcome the University of Wisconsin Green Bay Vet for Vets Club Color Guard to present the colors. And if you, as the colors are presented, if you will remain standing for the posting of the colors and the national anthem. The national anthem will be led in singing by UW Green Bay graduating senior Emily Ahrens.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets
Please be seated. I'd like to take a moment to introduce some people joining me here today. The University of Wisconsin Green Bay is fortunate to have a most distinguished and dedicated faculty and staff. These are professionals who have provided these graduates with opportunities in the classroom, the research laboratory, and through countless hours of personal instruction. Many are nationally known experts in their field of study. all provide significant service to this university and this community. And so I'd like to ask the faculty and staff to stand and ask you to join me in recognizing them for their fantastic work. The University of Wisconsin-Green Bay Council of Trustees is composed of community leaders who provide guidance and direction to the university. A number of council members are joining us today. I'm going to introduce each one and ask them to stand and remain standing until all members have been introduced. And if you would hold your applause until all of the names have been called, that would be greatly appreciated. Dr. Lula Cowsey, Ms. Diane Ford, Mr. Kramer Rock, Mr. Tim Weinberg, and Ms. Judy Crane, trustee emerita and former member of the Wisconsin Board of Regents. Please join me in thanking these fantastic volunteers. Thank you all. I'd also like to ask the following key administrators to stand and remain standing as they are introduced. Dr. Eric Arneson, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs and Campus Climate. Mr. Tony Warner, Vice Chancellor for University Advancement and President of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay Foundation. Thank you both. Join me in thanking them. I'm also joined by university program chairs, and I'd like for them to stand as a group so that you can thank them for their great work on behalf of these students. Thank you all. And I'll introduce others on the platform as they participate in the program. Each of our graduates has benefited from the love and support of friends and family, many of whom have joined us here today. I'd like to ask all family members and friends of these graduates to stand and be recognized so these graduates can thank you for their work and we can join them. Please stand if you're a family member or supporter of one of these graduates so we can support them. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your support. All of us here enjoy unprecedented freedoms as citizens of this great country. And at this time, I'd like to ask all active duty and veterans of the U.S. military to stand so that we may thank you for your service to this country. Thank you for your service. The University of Wisconsin-Green Bay is proud to be part of the University of Wisconsin system. That system is known around the world for its excellence, and it is governed by a citizen board of regents selected from across the state. These regents give countless hours of service as volunteers to keep the University of Wisconsin system world class. We are extremely fortunate today to have with us Regent Gerald Whitburn, and I'd like for you to join me in welcoming him as he comes to give greetings from the Board of Regents. Regent Whitburn.
Thank you very much, Chancellor. Let's give these graduates an extra round of applause. And let's thank and congratulate this outstanding Chancellor and his team who continue to do so well leading this critically important institution. Just a couple of words about the regents. The governor appoints 2 individuals each year to serve 7-year terms. It is, in fact, a high calling. We are confirmed by the state Senate. We are not compensated. And we have a very interesting and ever-changing responsibility. As we know, we don't try to micromanage what happens on these campuses, but we, in fact, do represent the ultimate statutory responsibility under the law in Wisconsin for oversight. We have 175,000 students this year studying across 26 campuses. We have 45,000 employees. We have 60 million square feet of instructional space. All funds this year, the university will expend $6.2 billion. How much is that? Harley-Davidson worldwide. Special word for the grads. Here in Wisconsin, 70% of our adults do not have a four-year degree. You leave here now entitled to a new skip in your step. I would, with respect, share three thoughts that you might leave with, perhaps reflect on in the immediate future. First, a word about this commencement. Golly, we're out of here. But reflect on the word, to commence. It is, in fact, the beginning. Do resolve to be nothing less than a lifelong learner. 18 months ago, we weren't talking about artificial intelligence. 3 years ago, we weren't talking about the cloud. At some point, learn a little bit about Benjamin Franklin. What do we know about Benjamin Franklin? He was one of 39 signers of the Constitution. But we also know that he was never satisfied. He was a writer, an author, a printer, a publisher. And then he was an inventor. He started the first volunteer fire department, the first mutual insurance company. He brought together the first American university, and then overseas to become a diplomat. Never satisfied. Do, in fact, be dedicated to this business of lifelong learning. Finally, do love this country. And never for a moment going forward take it for granted. It is, in fact, a special place, as is, of course, our state of Wisconsin. Some of you have traveled. Many of you will do much travel. I have been to China, all across China. I've been to Russia, across much of Russia. I have been to Havana, and I have been to the Middle East. Sometimes it's the look on the faces of the people you see on the street. Sometimes it's the shake of the head when a question is asked. Sometimes it's razor wire. Sometimes it's landmines. Sometimes it's people with machine guns walking through trains, stopping, walking through buses, looking at every face. And yes, sometimes it's warplanes screeching right overhead at treetop level. You see, people in these places often are not really free. Free like we are to do what we want to do, to go where we want to go, and most importantly, to try exactly what we want to try. So, for all of you, it's here. You're here, and it is in fact up to you. My challenge to you is to, in fact, aim high. Thank you, and again, congratulations.
Thank you, Regent Whitburn. It's my pleasure now to call on Dr. John Caters, Dean of the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology, to introduce this year's class speaker. But before he comes to the microphone, I want to let this small group of folks in on a little secret. The student speaker's parents are here with us today. Neither of them speak English. But they're here today. They're not aware that their daughter has been selected and chosen to be the speaker today. And they'll only find out when Dr. Caters introduces her and it's translated to them. And she will speak to them briefly in her native tongue, Hmong. And so, welcome Dr. Caters as he introduces our class speaker.
Thank you, Chancellor Miller. I'm extremely honored to introduce this year's graduating class speaker, Bao Nia Zhang. Ms. Zhang represents the best of a UW Green Bay education and was chosen to speak on behalf of her graduating class by a committee of UW Green Bay faculty and staff. Every class, and indeed every student, makes their mark on this university. Ms. Zhang stands out among her peers for her work to make UW Green Bay more inclusive and more equitable for all students. Like many of us, including myself, Ms. Zhang is a first-generation graduate. She is the third oldest of 10 children of Hmong immigrant parents who came to the U.S. more than 20 years ago, and she is a role model for her younger brothers and sisters. Although the Hmong culture values docility and obedience in women, Ms. Zhang has become an outspoken advocate for higher education for first-generation college students, realizing that many of those students will inspire others in their community to pursue higher education. Throughout her college career at UW Green Bay, she has been a passionate advocate and leader in helping the university better serve its increasingly diverse community, ever important as the university's student population evolves to reflect that of Northeast Wisconsin and the world at large. Ms. Zhang's efforts include serving as president of the Women of Color student group and serving as a research assistant in the UW Green Bay College Success Project. She's also been the program lead for a multicultural visit program with the Multi-Ethnic Student Affairs Office, served as a community advisor and resident assistant for the Office of Residence Life, and is a recipient of this year's University Leadership Award, which was presented last night. Ms. Zhang has also worked closely with faculty to create awareness about diversity and inclusion, in addition to serving as a student facilitator in the Equity Gap Fellows program. She also served on several student panels at new faculty orientation and student recruitment events. Ms. Zhang has also worked with other students to help them be successful at UW Green Bay, including as a Jumpstart program mentor, where she helps students of color find their place and their voice. We live in a time when the value of higher education is often questioned, but not by Bao, who says, if you told me in high school that I would someday be a student of the week at a university or be nominated for awards by 10 people from different disciplines, I would have laughed and walked away. I've grown so much through my years here at UW Green Bay, going from a quiet girl to someone who stands up for what they believe in. After graduation, Ms. Zhang plans to earn a Master's of Public Health degree and ultimately either attend medical school or earn a PhD in Health and Biological Sciences. Today, she graduates from UW Green Bay with a bachelor's degree in human biology, a double minor in psychology and chemistry. As she tells her story today, as the Chancellor mentioned, portions of her speech will be in her native Hmong language, allowing her to share the significance of this day and this moment with her mother. And tomorrow's Mother's Day, so what better gift that we could provide today than to have the student do this. So please join me in welcoming Bao Nia Zhang.
So I'm a little short, and we have to use those stools just so that everybody can see my face up here. So we'll get started. Hello and good morning, everyone. Before I speak today, I would like to take this time to recognize that the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay occupies the land of the Menominee people. It is important that we acknowledge that these buildings are built on the lands of their ancestors. Let us all please take a moment to celebrate and honor this ancestral Menominee land and the sacred land of all Indigenous people. Thank you. As stated before, my name is Bao Nia Zhang, and I'm a proud child of Hmong refugee parents. You see, my mother spent many years in a refugee camp in Thailand, and as a source of income, she worked day and night making bandao. For those of you who don't know what bandao is a form of embroidery that is interwoven into our traditional Hmong clothing. It is a form of cross-stitching that is used to tell the stories of Hmong people as we cross rivers and mountains for safety as a response to the Vietnam and Secret War. Although metaphorically, just like my mother, we, the graduating class of 2018, created our own bandao story on this campus when we decided to venture onto this chapter of our life. This campus was the cloth that we decided to weave our story into. And while us, we are the needles that we control. Some of us came sharp and ready to take on this new adventure, while many of us came dull and broken. Some of us came with a variety of threads provided for us already, while many of us came with just a handful of threads that we can find in our pockets. But after all the struggles, we are all here sitting in the same room, about to walk the same stage in completing our own bandao story. And so as I stand up here today, I'd like to share with you 3 different kinds of thread that I've used to interwoven into my own bandao story. The first group of thread for me is my family. They are the backbone to my story. You see, I didn't grow up with money. I grew up with love. And while I was here achieving my dreams, my brothers set aside theirs. And while I was here living in a comfortable apartment, my family was struggling to pay rent on a small duplex that housed a secret number of 12. So there will never be enough thank you. I know I should have brought tissues, I'm sorry. There will never be enough thank yous or words in expressing how grateful I am to have them as my family and to have them as my support system. Because as a first-generation college student, many of us sitting here know that when we walk the stage today, we are not the only one graduating. Because when we walk the stage today, our family too graduates with us. If you all don't mind, I'd like to speak a little Hmong so that my mother, Zova, can also enjoy this moment with us. Kunia. Thank you. Tia vi mo ko e teli mo ku. Vi mo ka tsa ke lu e ku thari ta to nyoti chwa ning do cho vin chao. Sa pe chi mo nia ya li lu. La cho pe mo ka tsa ke lu su pe song xia la kunia. E nu na ku lan da chi ku ti lin lan da so. Nu na ku lan da ya u lan da o ke o kunia. Ku lu ka. O chao. Thank you. The second group of thread that I've learned to collect and weave into my story over the years is my family here at UWGB. I'm just going to wipe away some tears quick. A family that, although I may be leaving, I will never forget. That family includes Rest Life, and I do understand my cap is really falling off. That family includes Rest Life, more specifically Jeff Williams, and GPS, as well as Dr. Bartel for being the very first professor on this campus to show me that I was not just a number. And Dr. Garong for handing me the different opportunities I never knew I could have conquered on this campus. And JP and Forrest from the First Nations Department for the continued encouragement and support. But most importantly, Milo Lee. and the Multi-Ethnic Student Affairs Office staff and students for always showing me the way when I was the most lost. So like my own support, I want you all, the graduating class, to never forget those that have helped you through this journey, and to, I'm so sorry, and to always give back. It's okay, I understand. And talking about giving back, the last group of thread in creating our story is for us as a class to give. As much as we have survived these past few years together, we have learned to thrive in this environment. We all know the struggle of completing a story when there is not enough thread to continue. So I challenge you as a class to continue to give back when you can. Let us all lend a hand to the generation that comes in after us by providing them with the tools to not only survive but thrive in this environment as much as we did, or maybe even more. So let's continue to be compassionate as we move forth with our own success. So here we are, stitching our last stitch and completing the spun-out story that we've all worked so hard to complete. I wish you all happiness and love and courage as you pick up that needle to thread your next story. Thank you, and congratulations, UWGB Class of 2018.
Great job. Fantastic, thank you. It's now my great pleasure to introduce a very distinguished commencement speaker. Jeff Entwistle is an award-winning professor of theater and dance at the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay. Professor Entwistle has been a mentor and advisor for thousands of students who have gone through the UW-Green Bay theater and dance programs over the last 30 years. Prior to coming to Green Bay, Professor Entwistle was an assistant professor at Illinois State University. He earned his Bachelor of Arts degree at Bridgewater State College and a Master of Fine Arts in Theater and Scene Design at Michigan State University. Professor Entwistle and his students have received numerous honors, including being a finalist for the performance at the American College Theater Festival's National Festival at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. Dr. Entwistle received an award for excellence in scene design that same year for the production On the Verge. In 2014, under his direction, the program received a national award for excellence in musical productions for Avenue Q. And since 1991, the program has won an impressive 7 Golden Hand Truck Awards at the Kennedy Center's American College Theater Festival. In addition to teaching, Professor Entwistle is the resident scenic designer for UW-Green Bay's theater and dance productions, designing the scenery and lighting for more than 200 productions at the university or with other theaters, opera, and dance companies throughout the Northeast region. His scenic and lighting design for the Northeast Wisconsin Dance Organization's productions of the Nutcracker will grace the stage for the 13th time this December 2018. Honors include an award of merit for production, a concept for the university's production of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, and an award for excellence in scene design for the university's 2017 theater production of Play Nice. So under his direction, the UW-Green Bay theater and dance students go on to work and perform nationally and internationally, including at the Steppenwolf Theater Company, Goodman Theater, Looking Glass Theater, Fifth Avenue Playhouse, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival Theater, and on Broadway, and in national and international tours. His students also work in the film and television industry, and a number are university faculty around the country. We could not be prouder of this faculty member. Please join me in welcoming Professor Jeff Entwistle to the podium.
Thank you very much. I was hoping Matt would bring out the platform. I've always wanted to be taller. Welcome, graduates and welcome to your families, your friends, and all our special guests here today. I'd also like to thank Chancellor Miller for the honor and invitation to speak with you today. You all need to know, the graduates that is, you all need to know that we have a lot in common. I know it might not seem it from where you sit, but I really have a lot in common with all the graduates today. 40 years ago this spring, I was sitting outside in a tent in Bridgewater, Massachusetts, experiencing exactly what you are today. 1 year earlier, I had been at my fiance's graduation. I sat under the same tent and listened to Shana Alexander deliver the commencement address. Ms. Alexander was a famous journalist, best known for her work on 60 Minutes. I think the graduates that day, though, were actually more excited that her 60 Minutes debates had been satirized by Jane Curtin and Dan Aykroyd on this fairly new TV show, Saturday Night Live. So, there I sit, 1 year later, and I am anticipating another famous journalist or TV personality when out comes our speaker for commencement, a longtime Bridgewater State College professor who I had never had a class with, whose name I sadly cannot remember, and whose words that day were actually inspirational in the moment. But in my interest of getting on with my life, I was not committing any of it to memory. Admittedly, I can't remember a word that Shana Alexander said either. So, I apologize for any of you who were expecting some celebrity to speak today. At the very least, you may be able to remember when you all had that Santa Claus-looking professor speak at your graduation, and he was even wearing red under his robe. In fact, when this Santa leaves here today, I'll hopefully be able to complete my naughty and nice list. You know what I'm talking about, final grades. Okay? Even though I'm the only one here who looks like Santa, there is still something more that we do have in common. When we first arrived at UW Green Bay, most of you graduating today 4 or 5 years ago, and me 34 years ago. We all had similar plans to leave UW Green Bay in a few years and get on with our lives and careers, something you have all achieved today. You will move on. You are graduating from UW Green Bay successfully. You have fulfilled your primary goal to leave this university on this day. I failed at that same goal almost 30 years ago, and I have failed to leave year after year since, and it is all your fault. After my first 5 years, right about that time I should have been leaving UWGB with my tenure in hand after 4 years, a group of my very first students that had arrived the same year I did walked across the stage at graduation. And something happened to me. This is the sniffle mic, by the way. I was hooked. I was, in fact, inspired. I was inspired by their success. It was not only about the professional skills they had developed. I was inspired by the people they had become in those 5 years. They never once tried to inspire me. They were too damn busy trying to keep off my naughty list. But ask any faculty on stage or down front here about what the best part of teaching at UW Green Bay is, and they will probably all tell you the same thing. It is our students. Our students. You are extraordinary. Seeing students succeed, seeing you succeed, inspires all of us to keep on going. By the time you get to the end of your degree, hopefully you have really honed some of those important professional skills. But oftentimes, to me, I so hope you've learned to engage your social conscience, and I so hope you have developed a genuine understanding of the human condition. Thinking about social conscience and the human condition reminds me so much of last year's outstanding student, Riley Garby. He displayed that social conscience I've just talked about today, and he had a first-hand understanding of the breadth and depth of the human condition that was awe-inspiring. I think every faculty member and administrator on stage here today was inspired by Riley on that day. We just heard such inspirational words from Bao Zhang. And as a parent, if I am this emotional thinking of that, I can only imagine how proud and inspired her mother and father are right about now. It's also inspiring to know that many of us on stage might have been sewn into other students' versions of Bao Nie's second family thread. What a wonderful thought. What a wonderful legacy. Every semester, I see so many non-theater students in my intro to theater class. They're so timid and uncertain given their lack of theater experience. And by the end of each semester, there are so many of them that have completed incredibly creative and deftly written final projects that amaze me. There are so many alumni of ours that have gone on to successful professional careers and meaningful personal lives, and they continue to inspire me. Many of them have had such extraordinary professional success, both nationally and internationally, that I am completely humbled. You all are about to join them. They were armed with the same thing all of you have, an interdisciplinary education from the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay. You have developed an ability to focus on and solve problems in every field of study we offer. You have developed a social conscience that allows you to understand the complexities of the human condition. Take all of that with you when you leave this beautiful campus. Use all of that, and you have everything you will need to move on and become a successful professional and a truly engaged citizen of this great democracy. Meanwhile, here, I will stay for year number 35. Freshman registration is right around the corner, and I am on the precipice of yet another theatrical UWGB Groundhog Day. So, after you walk across this stage today, we know you are prepared for success in your professional and personal lives. But there is something that every one of you needs to do. We need you to inspire us. Inspire us. Become an engaged citizen and use your voice. Inspire us. Remind the world that humanity has no color. Inspire us. Remind the world that all lives matter. Inspire us. Support school safety and a reduction in gun violence. Inspire us. Support First Nations throughout the country. Inspire us. Support your peers that are dreamers and their families. Inspire us. Raise your own beautiful families. Inspire us. Support the arts. Inspire us. Support the LGBTQ community. Inspire us. Support public education. Inspire me. Believe in Santa. Congratulations, UW Green Bay graduating class of 2018, and thank you.
Great job, Joe. Fantastic. Thank you, Jeff. We're all sure glad you didn't leave. We've now reached the time in the program for the conferring of degrees. It's now my pleasure to invite Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Greg Davis, to preside over the conferring of degrees.
Before the most important part of the ceremony begins, I have an announcement concerning photographs. Pictures will be taken by a professional photographer as the diploma is received. Photo opportunities for family and friends will be available later in the foyer. Therefore, please remain seated and do not obstruct the aisles. The Chancellor will confer degrees in turn by degree and college. After degrees are conferred to a college, students will come to the stage and be congratulated individually. We will begin with conferring upon the eligible candidates the degree of Master of Science. Chancellor Miller, I wish to read a resolution passed by the Faculty Senate at its meeting on the April 25th, 2018. Be it resolved that the Faculty Senate of the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay, on behalf of the faculty, recommends to the Chancellor and Vice Chancellor of the University that the students certified by the Registrar of the University as having completed the requirements of their respective programs be granted their degrees at the May 2018 commencement. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Director of Graduate Studies, Dr. Matthew Dornbush.
Thank you, Provost Davis. The University of Wisconsin-Green Bay offers a wide array of graduate programming at the master's and doctoral level to meet the rapidly evolving educational needs of our regional workforce in the fields of science and technology, education, healthcare, and business. Graduate programs provide students with an advanced, problem-focused educational experience with courses offered in traditional, online, weekend, and evening formats. Will the candidates for the master's degree please rise and remain standing? Chancellor Miller, I present these candidates for the master's degree upon the recommendation of their faculty advisors, their thesis committees, and the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay Faculty Senate.
Thank you, Dr. Dornbush. On the recommendations of faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay and by the authority invested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, I confer upon you the degree appropriate to the learning you have achieved and the work you have completed with all the responsibilities, privileges, and honors thereto pertaining. Congratulations. And you may be seated.
Candidates for the master's degree, at the direction of the Marshal, please proceed to the platform. The candidates will be joined on stage by their major professors and program chairs. The candidate's name will be read by Associate Professor Courtney Sherman.
The following students are receiving a master's degree in applied leadership for teaching and learning. Presenting the diplomas is Chancellor Gary Miller. Assisting with the hooding are Director of Graduate Studies Professor Matthew Dornbush and Associate Professor Tim Kaufman. Christy Marie Burmeister. Lily Callowerts. Richard Elm Hill. Denise Lynn Nemitz. Jennifer Lynn Niles. Samantha Marie Terry. The following students are receiving a master's degree in environmental science and policy. Assisting with the hooding are Director of Graduate Studies, Professor Matthew Dornbush, Professors Amy Wolf, Kevin Firmenich, and Michael Draney, and Assistant Professors Patrick Forsyth and Elizabeth Wheat. Zachary Michael Ashour. Kayla Diane Billett. Vanessa May Brodsky. Adam Joseph Jeva. Forrest Kalk. Katie Marie LaPlante. The following students are receiving a master's degree in management. Assisting with the hooding are Director of Graduate Studies, Professor Matthew Dornbush, and Associate Professor Sampath Ranganathan. Heather Ruth Cloud. David Michael Kringke. Matthias Moe. Robert Michael Peshka. Morgan Julianne Rabatine Nagel. Yakuba Sibi. The following students are receiving a master's degree in social work. Assisting with the hooding are Associate Professors Gail Trimberger, Tohoro Akakpo, and Jolanda Salmon, Assistant Professor Stephanie Ree, and Lecturers Dana Johnson, Nina Powell, Margaret Kubik, and Jennifer Shanen. Trevor James Alcock. Alyssa Jean Arndt. Anna Marie Balistreri. Heather Ava Bergelin. Dylan James Bursch. Sabrina Marie Chambers. Jennifer Ray Christensen. Jasmine Chrisnott. Tyler Jane Clearwater. Trevor Copeland. Danielle Joanne DiCarlo. Paige Victoria Dobler. Louis J. Drumheller. Hannah Reed Giesick. Alyssa Marie Hawley. Emma Page Hippis. Samantha Nicole Hilgart. Taylor Lee Steele Johnson. Miria Lillian Hartman Clutie. Kinsey Beth Coupe-Pierre. Larissa Ann Crumplich. Emma P. Lehman. Lori A. Martinez. Lane Melanie Moran. Ashley Ann Nice. Courtney Lynn O'Donnell. Brianna Picard. Michelle Christine Pivanka. Anastasia Cheryl Raby. Catherine Ann Schweigel. Shelby Joe Switchkowski. Allison K. Thies. Judy Lynn Tremmel. Phoenix Ashton Van Lannen. Mary Jo Vanden Wymelenberg. Aubrey Lee Wagner. Brandy Winkleman. Emily Ann Zambon. Ann Therese Ziegelmeyer. The following students are receiving a master's degree in sustainable management. Assisting with the hooding are Director of Graduate Studies, Professor Matthew Dornbush, and Dean John Caters. Lacey Ann Barra. Michelle Sepala Gibbs. Jesse Johnson. Patrick Neal Johnson. Laura Clem. Maggie Sue Tischhauser. Emily Catherine Warrenson.
Following up, you may give them a round of applause. You may be seated. So following our awards ceremony last night, 31 students now wear the Chancellor's Medallion in recognition of high academic achievement and community service. So I would like for those students to stand now and be recognized for their hard work and determination. Chancellor's Medallion students, please stand. Congratulations. In addition, musical theater and English literature graduate Emily Ahrens has been honored by our Alumni Association as the outstanding student of this semester's graduating class. And Emily is up here. Please stand. She sang the national anthem. Give her a round of applause.
We will now confer degrees upon the associate and bachelor's degrees upon the eligible candidates. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the Dean of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Dr. Chuck Ryback.
Thank you, Provost Davis. The College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences takes pride in its engagement with students, creating unique communities of learners that engage critically and creatively around issues, problems, and solutions. Central to our mission is the promotion of a liberal arts education that is problem-focused and prepares our students for success, career development, and civic engagement. Will the candidates for the associate and baccalaureate degrees please rise and remain standing?
Surely we have some.
I was going to say I can't talk anymore until you stand up. Chancellor Miller, I present these candidates for degrees upon the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay. They are to receive their appropriate degrees.
Thank you, Dean Ryback. On the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin system, I confer upon each of you in the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences the degree appropriate to the learning you've achieved and the work you have completed with all the responsibilities, privileges, and honors thereto pertaining. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated. And you may be seated.
Graduates of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, at the direction of your marshal, you may proceed to the platform.
For the presentation of the associate and baccalaureate degrees, Chancellor Miller will be joined by the Dean of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences and each recipient's program chair. The following students are graduating with an Associate of Arts and Sciences degree. Presenting the diplomas is Chancellor Gary Miller. Representing the Associate of Arts and Sciences degree in the presenting of diplomas is Dean Chuck Ryback. Catherine Susan Bolt. The following students are graduating with bachelor degrees. Presenting the diplomas is Chancellor Gary Miller. The following students have a major in art. Representing art in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Minkyu Lee. Cecil James Brower. Samantha Suzanne Delcom, cum laude. Heather Marie Schrader. Nicolette Marie Wallman, magna cum laude. The following students have a major in arts management. Representing arts management in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Ellen Rosewall. Michael Thomas Bergman, summa cum laude. Lindsay Ann Buss. Renee Elizabeth Cowles. Joshua Fields, cum laude. Claire Rebecca Kitzero. Andrea Sue Kulo. Eric Joseph Larson. Carly Rose Newhouse. Marissa Lynn Slemkis, cum laude. Tristan Jean St. Mary. The following students have a major in communication. Representing communication in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Philip Clampett. Alex Thomas Brandt. Grace Marie Callan. John Clancy. Amanda Jo Daniel. Morgan Storm Davis. Dennis Paul DeBeck. Calvin Michael DeRozier. Daria Samantha Eggers. Erica Christine Hesselink. Brooke Marie Iserloth. Anna Marie Katner. Hannah Elizabeth Kerner, magna cum laude, honors in the major. Travis James Krieger. Micah Paul Kolpinski. Amanda Like, cum laude. Danielle Lynn Magnuson. Jennifer Megan Mackey. Sydney McLean. Kaylee Elizabeth Knoll, summa cum laude. Rosie Carol Margaret O'Shea. John Osbalkin. Abby Lee Phillips. Maggie Mae Petrowski. Veronica Ashley Plummer. Blaine Rezach, cum laude. Amanda Mary Rice. Khalil Small. Erica Steck. Justice Tenpenny. Brianna May Utri, cum laude. Vanessa Lynn Wager, cum laude. Adam John Zipke. The following students have a major in computer science. Representing computer science in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Philip Clampett. Adeboyega Aderele, cum laude. Alec Jordan Brusky, magna cum laude. Vincent Anthony Cephalou, summa cum laude. Jordan Taylor Clark. Ian James Davidson. Thomas John Everson, summa cum laude. Luke Hannon. Austin Huntington Hegranes. Parker Herlash. Miranda Krasinski, cum laude. Justin Rasmussen. Alexander Swichowski. Sean Shao Yang. The following students have a major in Democracy and Justice Studies. Representing Democracy and Justice Studies in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Andrew Austin. Shane Tyler Canneberg. Kimberly Alexa Kittleson. Elisa Sarah Lamal, summa cum laude. J. Michael Rusniak, cum laude. Rachel Marie White. The following students have a major in Design Arts. Representing Design Arts in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Jeffrey Benzo. Emily Blaney. Angela Marie Collier, summa cum laude. Gerald Allen Ernst III. Jenna Marie Harper. Kang Cha Lee, cum laude. Ross Thomas Menner. Hannah Marie Miller, cum laude. Andrew James Moser. Nathan Thomas Edward Nichols, cum laude. Megan Marie Novak. Bethany Marie Ledoux Nugent. Jenna Marie Plyer. Moira Erin Poole. Frances Joy Reiter. Lindsay Streets. The following students have a major in economics. Representing economics in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Thomas Nestline. David James Jesperson. Xiao Chia Vang. The following students have a major in English. Representing English in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Rebecca Meacham. McKenna Catherine Bertrand. Autumn Marie Bone. Emma Grace Fay, magna cum laude. Emma Lee Farron. Kashina Brianna Hansen. Sarah Ann Ladwig. Miranda Sendek, summa cum laude. Danielle Tackett, summa cum laude. Lucas J. Wench, summa cum laude. The following students have a major in history. Representing history in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Heidi Sherman. Lindsay Ann Brees. Amanda Jean Shonaki, summa cum laude, honors in the major. Michael Tyler Dahlberg, cum laude, honors in the major. Madeline Judith Elkey. Amber L. Foster, cum laude, honors in the major. Faith Elizabeth Eliana Holeva. Haley Christine Jensen. Elizabeth Ann McGee. Alex Volsing. Sarah Lynn Vandenavond. The following students have a major in human development. Representing human development in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Georgina Wilson Dengis. Rebecca Emily Abhold, magna cum laude. Brooke Marie Anderson. Jenna Marie Aschenbrenner. Shayna Lynn Bates. Catalina Christine Barrio. Daniel James Beshta. Carly Jo Bidlingmeyer, cum laude. Rachel Irene Kamak. Marissa Delsman, magna cum laude. Krista Lynn Dickey. Abigail Marie Dries. Megan Evans. Molly Kathleen Gabry, cum laude. Katie Marie Glaudemans. Allison Groff. Jacqueline Margaret Judd. Allison Marie Leclerc, summa cum laude. Brittany Ann Panoski, cum laude. Jennifer Jocelyn Reel. Amy Lee Rutherford. Amelia Ruth Selly. Haley Ashton Sutrick. Vicky Tao. Leah Marie Tilton. Amanda Joan Tim. Linda Vang. Jacqueline Francis Young. The following students have a major in humanities. Representing humanities in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Christopher Martin. Lindsay Lee Bartz, cum laude. Cheng Kang. Lily H. Vang. The following students have a major in information sciences. Representing information sciences in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Philip Clampett. Mark James Anaruma. Bethany Sue Meyer. Trevor Aaron Thompson, cum laude. Sarah Mae Woodworth. The following students have a major in integrative leadership studies. Representing integrative leadership studies in the presenting of diplomas is Dean Chuck Ryback. Leah Jean Borkart, magna cum laude. Elvin Dean Bottorff. Stephen Nathaniel Boyle. Charles Butler. Jacqueline Cogswell. Sarah Jean Crow, summa cum laude. Parker James DeRocher. Andrew John Ellingen. Parker Lee Erdman. Rhonda Fisher. Peter Brian Guyon. Travis Giannini, summa cum laude. Pamela A. Goki. Brittany Elizabeth Goldberg. Brent Jalonen. Tina Jensen. Melanie Rose Giroux. Deborah Elizabeth Joling. Elizabeth Marie Kendall, cum laude. Carrie Clemmy. Carson Krieger. Susan Elizabeth Kakolka, summa cum laude. Debbie Lewin, summa cum laude, honors in the major. Jessica A. Louisier. Catherine Alice Lucas, magna cum laude. Susie Macias. Dawn Ann Millard. Jennifer Lee Mork, summa cum laude. Tao Nguyen. Birgit Olsen. Rachel Raymaker. Tracy Lee Reichwald. Brittany Ann Rich, cum laude. Amy Justine Russo, summa cum laude. Corey Shearer, magna cum laude. Jessica Lynn Smits, summa cum laude. John Vaughn, summa cum laude. Autumn Brooke Wendlandt. The following students have a major in music. Representing music in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Randall Meader. Laura Stelline Courtwright, summa cum laude. Kelton James Jennings. Xinyi Liu. Beth Ann Scholes, cum laude. Jack Van Beek, music. The following students have a major in philosophy. Representing philosophy in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Christopher Martin. Yves Cupino, summa cum laude, honors in the major. Apurva Gurtu, cum laude. The following students have a major in political science. Representing political science in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Katya Levintova. Leah Marie Birch, cum laude. Nate Condon, magna cum laude. Ellis David Kirkenwitz, cum laude. Christopher Ernest Thomas. Kristen Dunn Woodard. Courtney Michelle Zambon, cum laude. Lydia May Zurcher. The following students have a major in psychology. Representing psychology in the presenting of diplomas is again Professor Georgina Wilson Dengis. Rachel Beverly Asher. Brianna Nicole Benjoel Sukan. Thomas Nicholas Bergeron. Shannon Julia Bolt, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Bowe. Amber Collignon, summa cum laude, honors in the major. Autumn Rose Edwin. Brittany May Eppel. Amelia Rose Ford. Crystal Rose Francois. Margaret Rose Fuller. Andrea Rose Goodrow. Paula Ileana Gonzalez, cum laude. Amber Grenier. Sierra Gursky. Kayla Mary Hackney. Wade Cameron Hansen. Bobby Joe Heckey. Joshua Earl Heimerl. Caitlin Lenice Huffler, cum laude. Samantha Taylor Jerome. Amber Lee Jorgensen, summa cum laude, honors in the major. Taylor Rose Cather. Anna Maria LaLuzerne. Amber Elise Golata, summa cum laude. Derek Landolt. Sierra Faye Lardnoy, magna cum laude, honors in the major. Caitlin Jerry LaViolette. Anastasia Christina Lundquist, magna cum laude, honors in the major. Samantha Jo Malio. Dylan James Martell. Mia Sue Meyer. Trevor Victor Miller. Jenna Elizabeth Morrow. Hannah R. Muradic. Robert Elmer Newman. Justine Taylor Nicholson, cum laude. Morgan Elizabeth Nick. Carrie Lynn O'Connor. Jessica Lynn Pittner, cum laude. Heather Plow, magna cum laude. Drew Rettler, summa cum laude. Allison Marie Rickert. Emily Salerno. Brianna Sharp, summa cum laude. Destiny Danae Shintgen, summa cum laude. Naomi Lynn Sem Lovejoy. Garrett Paul Cerna. Jordan John Shefchik, magna cum laude. Autumn Brooke Smith. Haley Ray Stevenson. Emily Lien Tran, magna cum laude, honors in the major. Levi James Vandenbush, summa cum laude. Ashley Rose Vander Wiegen. Adan Vasquez. Cheyenne Vervoort, magna cum laude. Katrina Lynn Weber, summa cum laude, honors in the major. Leah Marie Weltzine. Danielle Jean Wiegand, cum laude. Mindy Nicole Williams. Alicia Marie Winters, honors in the major. Danielle Arlene Zahn, summa cum laude, honors in the major. Taylor Matthew Ryan Zuliger, summa cum laude. The following students have a major in public administration. Representing public administration in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Laura Warner. Morgan Aaron Aschenbrenner. Michaela Elizabeth Beecher, summa cum laude, honors in the major. Jessica Elaine Danon, summa cum laude, honors in the major. Nicholas Scott Faust, cum laude. Devin David Gardapi. Ahmednur Abdullahi Hassan. Caitlin Marie Krantz, cum laude. Amy Michelle Nemeth. Aaron William Obrecht. Haley Julia Pankratz. Cassandra Rose Rayfield. Kelsey Elizabeth Stagg. Becca Wisey. The following students have a major in Spanish and Latin American Studies. Representing Spanish and Latin American Studies in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Christina Ortiz. Gabrielle Michelle Johnson. Joshua Andrew Loritz, magna cum laude and honors in the major. The following students have a major in theater. Representing theater in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Jeff Entwistle. Emily Nicole Ahrens, summa cum laude. Zebediah Burks. Kaylee Gabriella Faber. Jake Gerlikovsky, summa cum laude. Milena Marie Haushalter. Erin Nicole Cluth. Genevieve Mary Christine Lee. Elizabeth Ann Seidel.
Okay, let's give a round of applause for all of the students from this college. Okay, and did you know that you could sit down when you got back to your chairs? That's okay. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you the Dean of the College of Health, Education, and Social Welfare, Dr. Susan Gallagher-Lepak.
I'll say that's stamina. Together, we inspire students and transform communities. That's our aim in the College of Health, Education, and Social Welfare. The education that students receive is life-changing in preparing for a profession, developing a broader worldview, and gaining important new knowledge and skills to contribute to the greater good of communities. Communities need these graduates, our well-prepared teachers, social workers, nurses, health information specialists, and leaders in these areas. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in this college please rise and remain standing? Chancellor Miller, I present these candidates for degrees upon the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay. They are to receive their appropriate degrees.
Thank you, Dean Gallagher-Lepak. On the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, I confer upon each of you in the College of Health, Education, and Social Welfare the degree appropriate to the learning you have achieved and the work you have completed with all the responsibilities, privileges, and honors thereto pertaining. Congratulations, and you may be seated.
As you're doing, students, proceed at the direction of your marshal to the platform.
For the presentation of the baccalaureate degrees, Chancellor Miller will be joined by the Dean of the College of Health, Education, and Social Welfare and each recipient's program chair. The following students have a major in education. Representing education in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Dean Scott Ashman. McKenna Lynn Barrett, magna cum laude. Samantha Beekman, cum laude. Anna Marie Banky, cum laude. Brianna Caitlin Bodo, cum laude. Megan Bruger, cum laude. Felicia Jordan Bunnell, cum laude, honors in the major. Miranda M. Cisneros, summa cum laude. Emily Louise Clark, magna cum laude, honors in the major. Danielle Rose Cleven, cum laude. Tori Lorenza Gustis, magna cum laude. Susan Mary Gottfried, cum laude. Sierra Rose Hedstrom, summa cum laude. Stephanie Marina Carl. Ashley Anna Kosmala, magna cum laude. Lauren Michelle Kurth, cum laude. Andrea Leigh Landrum, summa cum laude. Cassie Ray Leyland, magna cum laude. Okay. Abigail Renee Lifto. Hannah Margaret Lilly. Jessica Marie Lindstrom, summa cum laude. Carly Maureen Merrick, summa cum laude. Sarah Marie Newshart, summa cum laude. Caitlin Peekaboo Pazdo, magna cum laude. Allison Popst, cum laude. Katie Marie Rossman, cum laude. Amber Lynn Schmidt. Alyssa Marie Service. Carolyn Violet Sharp, summa cum laude. Andrea Shortis, magna cum laude. Courtney Nicole Smith, cum laude. Kristen Jean Smith. Cassandra Wagner, cum laude. Trisha Lynn Wagner, cum laude. Cassandra Walzak, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Nicole Wissy, summa cum laude. Mary Kathleen Woodworth, summa cum laude. The following students have a major in Health Information Management Technology. Representing that major in the presenting of diplomas is Assistant Professor Brenda Tichkowski. Danielle Marie Aubrey. Heather Brusky, summa cum laude. Christina Jean Ofstad, magna cum laude. Larry Vang. Kristen Elizabeth Wendorf. Brenda Jean Zuccaro. The following students have a major in nursing. Representing nursing in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Christine Vandenhouten. Julia Constance Berglund. Mirella Bersan. Lacey Lee Bussey, magna cum laude. Co Barbara Gleffy, magna cum laude. Lisa Harmon. Rosemarie K. Hinne. Kristen Mary Leeming, magna cum laude. Lillian Sandra Least. Vicky Lee Lind, magna cum laude. Brittany Karen Navu. Gabrielle Ann Puplum. Ella Rose Preston. Abby Richardson. Yavu. Barbara Jean Webster. The following students have a major in social work. Representing social work in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Jolanda Salmon. Autumn Alekna, cum laude. Natasha Mary Ailes. Chloe Day Anderson, cum laude. Elizabeth Marie Berry, cum laude. Kara Tiffany Bergeis, magna cum laude. Abigail Brown, summa cum laude. Timothy A. Carney, cum laude. Chanel Marie Curtis. Stephanie K. Freeble, summa cum laude. Brianna Geyer. Dana Marie Gulseth, magna cum laude. Ruth Ellen Hickman, summa cum laude. Zachary David Holschbach. Carly Kilsdonk. Kristen Koba, summa cum laude. Amber Christine Lewis, summa cum laude. Cindy Lou Linsmeyer. Paige Marie Lauter, summa cum laude. Madeline Bell McCannon, cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth File. Okay. Amber Ann Schleiss, magna cum laude. Taylor Smith. Erica Soletsky. Shinire Stevens, cum laude. Jeffrey Allen John for Paul, summa cum laude. Jessica Marie Wilkie, magna cum laude. Kalia Yang. Pania Yang.
Okay, another round of applause for the College of Health, Education, and Social Welfare. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the Dean of the Austin E. Coffran School of Business, Dr. Douglas Hensler.
I'm going to interrupt this just for a minute to make a quick presentation. We've had the Austin E. Coffran School of Business for a long time, but until 2 years ago, it did not have its own dean. And we were able to recruit a distinguished member of the Academy from the Naval Postgraduate School to come be the dean of the Austin E. Coffran School of Business, the inaugural dean. He'll be leaving us after his job is done in August, and I want to present Douglas Hensler with a little memento of our appreciation. In grateful recognition for your dedicated leadership and contributions to higher education in Northeast Wisconsin, presented on the 12th day of May, 2018, University of Wisconsin faculty and staff.
Thank you, Chancellor Miller and Provost Davis. The Austin E. Coffran School of Business serves as a prime mover in Northeast Wisconsin business education. Working closely with businesses, the school aims to be the destination business school for students seeking education excellence, business collaboration, and high interaction with its outstanding faculty. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees please rise and remain standing? Chancellor Miller, I present these candidates for degrees upon the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay. They are to receive their appropriate degrees.
Thank you, Dean Hensler. On the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin system, I confer upon each of you in the Austin E. Coffran School of Business the degree appropriate to the learning you have achieved and the work you have completed with all the responsibilities, privileges, and honors thereto pertaining. Congratulations. And you may be seated.
Graduates of the Austin E. Coffran School of Business, at the direction of your marshal, please proceed to the platform.
For the presentation of the baccalaureate degrees, Chancellor Miller will be joined by the Dean of the Austin E. Coffran School of Business and each recipient's program chair. The following students have a major in accounting. Representing accounting in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor James Label. Assisting with the presentation of one of the diplomas is Associate Professor Stephen Mutzatko. Katie Barrett, summa cum laude. Ashley Jo Buzak, magna cum laude. Arwin DeClean. Mallory Nicole Dillman. Jordan Dollar. Brittany Nicole Duarte. Brooke Marie Everard, magna cum laude. Caitlin Marie Glentz, summa cum laude. Courtney Hamilton, summa cum laude. Hannah Hastings. Michaela Jo Havercorn, magna cum laude. Scott Allen Holmquist. Jennifer Jaden. Kristen Lynn Jordan, summa cum laude. Evan Donald Kaler, cum laude. Lynn King, summa cum laude. Brent James Keel. Shujo Lin, cum laude. Maxwell Mazatko, cum laude. Trevor Gary Olson, summa cum laude. Logan Adam Paschel. Marissa Rukamp, magna cum laude. Brandon Shank, summa cum laude. Kaylee Van Wright. Megan Shuda, summa cum laude. Dana Ann Verkeilen. Sean Scott Welliver, summa cum laude. Kimberly Robleski. The following students have a major in business administration. Representing business administration in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor James Label. Okay. Ahmad Khaled Abidal Rahim. Cody Lee Byrel. Craig James Balke. Allison Connor Barley. Allison Barrett. Christopher Stephen Berry. Michelle Diana Bates. John Berry. Megan Marie Biro. Claire Bestel. Brian A. Binder. Riddick Joe Allen Braden. Nicholas J. Brault. Joshua James Brown, magna cum laude. Morgan Elizabeth Bronkhorst. Julia Marie Brifchinsky. Almond Bryce Douglas Buboltz. Taylor Ann Buckley. Benjamin James Butterbroat. Luke Jameson Chambers. Alicia Ray Cheehee. Jessica Lee Coleman. Connor Allen Cook. Andrew Philip Cooper. Brett Catherine DeMille, cum laude. Macy Joy Doyle, magna cum laude. Miranda Ray Dufour. Cody James Ader, cum laude. Carly Jean Louise Egger. Emmanuel Ikusheaton. Mason Esteno. Maria Fannin. Haley Fry, cum laude. Stephanie Guadalupe Gardea Villapando. Paulina Godlewska, summa cum laude. Chaz Michael Gobin, magna cum laude. Emily Kate Halpin. Jody L. Hammond, magna cum laude. Austin Hansen. Jonathan Paul Hartford. Rachel Lynn Hill. Allie Marie Highslope, cum laude. Nicole Jean Holzel, summa cum laude. Mizuki Hokama. Kimberly Ann Hurst, summa cum laude. Megan Marie Jacobson. Lakin Elizabeth James, summa cum laude. Abigail Rose Jeffcoat. Kyle David Johnson. Laura L. Jorgensen. Elliot Alexander Koss, cum laude. Elizabeth Angel Cabot, cum laude. Jesse Kakatosh Williams. Lexi Ann Kennard. Michael Anthony Clem. Benjamin Charles Kornowski. Brooke Lee Kozlowski. Samantha Craw. Nicole Noel Kuklinski, magna cum laude. Alexandra Jane Cuss. Terry Ann Lewins. Madison Marie Mancheski. Callie Marie Materniak. Adam Milkey. Nathan Milkey. Catherine Grace Michael. Andrea Marie Millard. Nicole Lee Muzio. Kayla Marie Nantel, summa cum laude. Logan Stephen Nelson. Misty Marie Nicely, cum laude. Benjamin E. Nitch. Brittany Nowak. Lance Olson. Danielle Rose Olson. Kevin James Olson, cum laude. Alexis Rose Otto, cum laude. Zachary Parrott. Samantha Christine Peterson, cum laude. Harley James Pettigene. Brandon J. Fitzinger. Evan John Polkinghorn, summa cum laude. Gregory Scott Proust, cum laude. Brent Rubbis. Brooke Marie Rady. Ellen Margaret Reber, summa cum laude. Jessica Joyce Reminger. Dylan Rachel Ringham. Alex Rogers. Omar Ruvalcaba. Anton Joseph Schmidt, magna cum laude. Teresa Ann Schrank. Alex Michael Schrader. Evan Michael Sheeler, magna cum laude. Kennedy Marie Schwartz. Okay, Gabriel Shane Scraw. Brooke Salby. Charlie G. Smith, summa cum laude. Kaylee Clara May Smits. Rachel Rose Sprangers. Melissa Lynn Starr. Brecken Dawn Swanson. Jake Austin Taylor, summa cum laude. Natalie Thilke, cum laude. Mason James Thomas. Austin James Thompson. Tracy Marie Tillman, cum laude. Jordan Arlen Torreson. Emily Nicole Tuschel, cum laude. Nicholas Van Straten. Abby Vandenberg. Chelsea Nicole Vruwink. Alexandra Beth Wallner. Tyler Gordon Weinberger. Yvonne Marie Wentker. Dean Allen Wick, Jr., cum laude. Dusong Yang. Austin Michael Zettel. Schuyler Zilmer.
Another round of applause for the Austin E. Kaufman School of Business. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you Dean of the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology, Dr. John Caters.
Thank you, Provost Davis. Faculty and staff in the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology, which includes the recently established Richard J. Resch School of Engineering, provide a dynamic, hands-on learning environment in the classroom and in the laboratory for a diverse array of majors. This approach to education fosters new and exciting opportunities in STEM fields for our undergraduate and graduate students, our faculty, and the surrounding community, thereby contributing to economic innovation and environmental sustainability. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees please rise and remain standing? Chancellor Miller, I present these candidates for degrees upon the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay. They are to receive their appropriate degrees.
Thank you, Dean Caters. On the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin system, I confer upon each of you in the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology the degree appropriate to the learning you've achieved and the work you've completed with all the responsibilities, privileges, and honors thereto pertaining. Congratulations. And you may be seated.
Graduates of the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology, at the direction of your marshal, you may proceed to the platform.
For the presentation of the baccalaureate degrees, Chancellor Miller will be joined by the Dean of the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology and each recipient's program chair. The following students have a major in biology. Representing biology in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Amy Wolf. Alex Catherine Bjorklund, cum laude. Evan Bossy. Haley Summer Burdick. Chelsea Camp, cum laude. Michelle Lee Dufek. Caitlin Grishkowiak. Stephanie Marie Hermans, summa cum laude. Samantha Lynn Hole. Matthew Klansky. Seaver Quigney. Ryan Arthur Miller. Amber Maureen O'Brien. Samantha Eileen O'Kaizen. Maria Edith Otto. Cassandra Popovich. Evan Jürgen Schell. Carly Lynn Stumpner. Spencer Nicholas Vanderblumen, cum laude. The following students have a major in chemistry. Representing chemistry in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Michael McIntyre. Patrick Baer. Jillian Evanoff, magna cum laude. Hannah Mary Geiger. Catherine Leskowitz, magna cum laude. Philip Scott Marcotte. Alexandra Louise Ruiz. The following students have a major in electrical engineering technology. Representing that major in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Patricia Terry. Kenton Owen Grick, magna cum laude. Joseph Michael Jaworski, magna cum laude. Kyle Joseph Kraus. Evan R. Letourneau. James Joseph David McTrusty, magna cum laude. The following student has a major in environmental engineering technology. Representing this major in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Patricia Terry. Brent Wagner, cum laude. The following students have a major in environmental science. Representing environmental science in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Michael Draney. Kathy Lou Arnold. Bethany Lynn Bickman. Elizabeth Hiddy. Morgan Heft. Bailey Marie Judas, cum laude. Heather Ann Lutzow. Okay. Jacob Pellegrin. James Bertram Zollscheider, magna cum laude. The following student has a major in geoscience. Representing geoscience in the presenting of the diploma is Professor John Luchai. Okay, Joshua Jarose. The following students have a major in human biology. Representing human biology in the presenting of the diplomas is Associate Professor James Marker. Mitchell Paul Billets, cum laude. Brianna Blahoviak, summa cum laude. Antonino Bamarito. Danielle Lee Brenner, summa cum laude. Ricky Ann Brunette. Samantha Agnes Byrne. Lydia Elise Kalmus, magna cum laude. Olivia Jade Koval. Karina Marie Durain, cum laude. Lydia DeWeese, summa cum laude. Colin Dennis Duchesne. Thomas Duffield, cum laude. Brianna Marie Ellifson. Sydney Ann Lloyd, cum laude. Claire Catherine Frederick, cum laude. Julia Fursoff, cum laude. Grace Elizabeth Garney. Stephanie Marie Garvin, summa cum laude. Catherine Rose Jengosian. Abigail Jane Gerbers, cum laude. Taylor Ann Gleisner. Maggie Elizabeth Godinez. Ryan Hathaway. Courtney Lynn Holman. Nerlene Charles Jordan. Jennifer Ann Keenan, cum laude. Brittany Marie Cloyda, cum laude. Rachel Ann Lavelle. Dustin Gerald Licht. Nathan Stanley Marhefke. Kelsey Elizabeth Marino, cum laude. Sean Finley McGibbon. Lindsay Ann Mice, cum laude. Jason Murillo. Maria Rose Neff. Caitlin Elizabeth Knoll. Sama Fuad Obaidin. Amanda Lynn Ader, magna cum laude. Sasha Osting, summa cum laude. Abby Otlow, cum laude. Alex Joseph Pekarski, magna cum laude. Alyssa May Peters, magna cum laude. Sarah Ann Porter. Elizabeth Lydia Ann Punky, cum laude and honors in the major. Laura Ethel Reinebo, summa cum laude. Alec Thomas Rutkowski. Allie Lynn Saxton. Jasmine Abigail Schmall, cum laude. Ashley Elizabeth Searles. Melissa Simons. Andrea Florence Sorensen. Hannah Marie Sprink. Michelle Linnea Stauff, summa cum laude. Steele David Steffen, cum laude. Eric Taves, cum laude. Shania Jean Tebow, cum laude. April Gaukalia Tao. Alexander Richard Tom, cum laude. Shelby Rose Thompson. Nicholas David Tomaszek. Taylor Marie Totka, summa cum laude. Madeline Elaine Valentine, cum laude. Carly Marie Van Gotham, cum laude. Olivia Ann Verkylen. Bailey Madeline Wagner, cum laude. Andrea Nicole Wyans, cum laude. Matthew J. Wiesner. Bao Nia Shang. Michael Bobby Shang. Alexandra Lynn Zeller, magna cum laude. Natasha Marie Zill. The following students have a major in mathematics. Representing mathematics in the presenting of diplomas is Assistant Professor Tatiana Malasheva. Zachary Lee Brinkman, Sarah Marie Eastman, summa cum laude. Riley Neal Heyman. Allison LeMahieu, summa cum laude. Alicia Francis Pinchart, cum laude. The following students have a major in mechanical engineering technology. Representing that major in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Patricia Terry. David Ginsberg, summa cum laude. Andrew Michael Stegbauer. Austin T. Strayer. Dakota Paul Van Freychen.
According to university tradition, I now invite you graduates to move your tassels to the left side of your cap. The university takes great pride in its alumni who hold positions of prominence throughout our state and the world. It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Matthew Vandenhoven, President of the Alumni Association, who's here to offer greetings to our newest alum. Matt?
Thank you, Chancellor Miller. Congratulations, graduates, and greetings from your Alumni Association. With the diploma you received today, you automatically became a member of the UW Green Bay Alumni Association, a worldwide network of 37,000 graduates, every one of whom chose this place, UW Green Bay, as their university. UW Green Bay has many prominent alumni doing important work around the world. Many own their own companies or are contributing in significant ways within the companies they work for. Many are making a difference as teachers or in the nonprofit sector. Many are saving lives or making life better as doctors and nurses. Many are taking care of our planet through discoveries in science. The true strength of UW Green Bay, however, lies in the collective accomplishments of all of our graduates. UW Green Bay graduates are and will continue to be this community's and the world's visionaries and leaders. As a fellow UW Green Bay alumnus, I look forward to watching you personally succeed. As the Alumni Association, it is our hope that you will join other proud alumni by staying connected to UW Green Bay, that you will take your experiences, knowledge, skills, and understanding and reinvest them into your university, that you will share your talents with your alma mater and the students following in your footsteps. As you go out into the world, though, remember your alma mater and your fellow alumni want to support you in your professional development and career success. We are here to connect you with the 37,000 graduates in the UW Green Bay Alumni Network who can provide you guidance as you seek a promotion, apply to grad school, or launch into something new. We will forever be a resource for you. As alumni, you have the opportunity to make a tremendous impact on UW Green Bay and each other's futures. You can do this by encouraging others to attend UW Green Bay and increasing enrollment, returning to speak in a classroom or in a panel and enhancing the student experience, wearing the latest UW Green Bay gear and living the university brand, and by supporting key initiatives through philanthropy. This is not the end of your UW Green Bay experience. Once a Phoenix, always a Phoenix. On to the next chapter. Again, congratulations, graduates, and welcome to the Alumni Association, UW Green Bay Class of 2018.
So this brings us to the end of our ceremony. Please join me in congratulating these graduates one more time. Now we are, UW Green Bay student Heather Roberts will lead us in the singing of the alma mater. The words for the alma mater are on page 2 of your program. I'd like to ask you all to stand for the singing of the alma mater and remain standing for the faculty and graduate recessional.
ask that you remain in your places until the graduate... I'm sorry. Okay, so to the member of the audience, we ask that you remain in your places until graduates have completed the recessional. To the class of 2018, we release you to your families, your loved ones, and your shared future. Please exit the hall at the direction of your marshals. Thank you.